pulled over because I was on my way home thinking I've had enough of this rain. It's just non-stop. I was supposed to be going up on the top of these hills this morning, and it was just so wet, raining so much. And it's not just the rain I was worried about, it was just everything was grey, and I just couldn't see the point of actually going out in the grey to get a grey photograph with no background. It just wasn't very appealing at all. So on the way home, driving along the side of Ulswater, and I suddenly noticed this beautiful road full of colour behind me. So I thought I'd get out quickly, take a couple of shots, and have a little bit of a walk along the shoreline rather than driving straight home, because I just thought it's pointless. Just changing the lens in the rain, which is really not a good idea. I hate doing that. The problem is I've got to. I really have to, because there's a lovely little scene in front of me at the moment, which is the little island that you know of at Ulswater. It's got a couple of pine trees on it, and the background is beautiful. So I want to try and get the island and the background colour, because it is stunning. The colours are beautiful behind it, and I think it might work. I think it's going to be a bit of an interesting shot, but more of a pano probably, more than anything. I think I might zoom in tight and do a bit of a pano if I can, and get me leveling head nice and level, which you just use the little bubble on the top of the spirit level on my bubble head, and get the camera nice and level, and just do maybe a 3-shot pano, horizontal, focus on the tree. Beautiful little island with the colours behind it. Yeah, focus on the tree, and then just move with my pano head across slightly, and I get the colours then from the shoreline on the left hand side of the little island. Maybe 4 shots and maybe 5. I think I might just go back to the other side of the island and add a little bit more breathing room. I think that's the one. But yeah, that's really nice. Pretty colours, lovely shoreline, and the little island. Right, so the colours are that way. Let's get going. I'm not really a big waterfall person, am I really? I never know the best way to shoot a waterfall. I never know how to make it look its best, at what speed and stuff like that, but I do enjoy taking them. This one's got some nice autumn colours in it, so I'm basically changing my ISO to give me a slightly different shutter speed between sort of, I don't know, 0.2 of a second, and if I go right down to ISO 125, it's giving me 1.5 seconds, which I like that smoothed out water. I think when you've got a big chunk of white water, the actual smoothed out water doesn't look as interesting, if you know what I mean. But what I do like is these autumn colours, the little autumn leaves that are just collected on the actual rocks. So that's given me some nice orangey autumn glow, and then I've got the water flowing through it as well. But like I say, I've taken probably a dozen photographs, little intimate ones, just trying to sort of move the camera around, having a look and seeing, you know, whether something's slightly better at a slightly different angle. You know, like that's quite nice. You know, you've got less of a flow of water, but you've got these nice brown leaves in there, you know, so yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just trying to find things that work and just looking around and seeing if there's a nice little cluster. It'd be nice if I could find one single leaf, wouldn't it? Just one leaf on a rock somewhere. See, like there's one down there under the water, and the polarizer on the front as well is helping. But yeah, just, I don't know, just, I'll wait until I get home, I'll have a look at them. If something looks really good, I'll put a couple up on the screen for you and show you. But yeah, it's a nice little waterfall, very close to the road. I mean seriously close to the road. It's actually, the road goes over the top of it. So if you want to come and have a look at this little one, it's perfect. I'll give you the what 3 words to the actual location if you like. I'll take a phone snap and then we know exactly where it is. And there's a car park right next to it. So yeah, easy peasy. What I actually saw while driving down the road is this is the sort of thing. See this bright, real bright yellow leaves on this tree here with the dark foliage around it. That's what I saw as I come up the road, and the road really is literally just there, and there's a pathway, and there's a little car park, and there's little car parks all the way along here, and there's a pathway that leads you right down the side of the road, and that's what made me think stop and get a shot. This is low mobility. This is dead easy, dead simple, nice, right close to the car park, right close to the side of the road. You don't have to walk far, and you've got bang on autumn colours. So that's what I've come to have a look at and see if I can get a couple of nice images. I've just taken one of this tree because I like it, nice and tight in, intimate, just because it's glowing against that really deep dark brown foliage at the bottom. So yeah, let's have a look and see if we can get a few shots for you, just to prove it can be done 10 foot from the road. Come down a little bit closer now, down off the road. It's only, I don't know, 20, 30 foot, 50 yards, I don't know. There's a little bridge just behind me. I'm going to have a little walk across that, carrying along that pathway. But I noticed all these little coloured leaves down by the shoreline, and behind me, this is fantastic behind me. I don't know if I can show you. Look at this here. This is gorgeous bit of colour going on there. But at the moment I've got a scene in front of me and I'm not quite sure how to shoot it. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. The polarizer is definitely bringing out all them bronzy, coppery colours. Really, really nice. Now I'm at 5.6. Whenever I'm shooting this sort of stuff, I always tend to shoot at 5.6. Now on the crop centre, it probably means it's a bit more depth of field than you would on a full frame, but I prefer the shallower depth of field when I'm doing trees or woodland, because I want to mute out the background a little bit more and make the actual focal point the more interest. I don't know if it makes any difference. In fact, as a 5.6, let's take an f11 as well, just out of interest, and I'll have a look at the two of them together. And if I see a difference, I'll put it up on the screen and show you the difference. The one difference is the shutter speed, obviously, because you're getting a lot longer shutter speed. The background's in focus. And then on the other one, the background is out a little bit, but it doesn't make a great deal of difference in all fairness. But I will stick to 5.6 because give me that little bit extra shutter speed. But yeah, that's a beautiful scene, and I've got a diagonal going through a little bit of water and the nice little golden coloured trees. I've definitely got to shoot that direction, and I reckon there's at least 3 shots there behind me. suddenly got very dark. So I'm going to go back to the little bridge rather than take a shortcut. I'm going to go back to the little bridge, walk across the little bridge and have a look. But it's got very, very dark. I think I've got a big dumping of rain coming in. I've got my waterproofs on, but it just makes taking photographs right difficult, doesn't it? So yeah, let's get up on this little bridge just here and see if I can find some more of those colours that were popping. I think I need to get so they're backlit, so the light is behind me. But yeah, this is getting very grey over here now. So I think we've got some rain coming. Oh, all of a sudden the rain stops and you get light come out behind you. What a difference with a bit of sunlight coming through and bathing it on all this golden stuff. My goodness, did that shine then. Probably not in the right position to get a photograph of it, but that was as quick as it came, it went. But yeah, that was very tasty. But I'm looking at this big old oak tree, whatever it is, or hazel or whatever, I don't know, big old tree. And I just managed to get a little bit of dappled light on it just then. But I'm just in this thick of colour. Look at this amazing thick of colour going on. Even behind me, it's all colourful all around. And I was just taking a picture of that island, and it just so happens that island's now glowing with the sunlight on it. I had to fiddle around trying to get the big lens on. I might take another one with this lens just as a keepsake. But there's colours everywhere. The sunlight's just dappling with me now. Just playing games. I might have to go back and retrace my footsteps. Faffing around now. I've just managed to get the big lens on again. It had to be done because, as you can see over in the distance, you probably can't see on there, but over in the distance that little island it was glowing just now with the sunlight on it, but nothing else. But the sunlight is gradually moving its way round behind it. So what I'm going to do is there's probably two shots here, one with the sun behind it, the island really dark, and then God, there's another shot, I'm missing it. Look at that for a shot. I can go wide. Oh, quick, let's take it quickly. Dark sky, a bit of sunlight on the mountain behind it, and the island in it. What a lovely shot that is. Wow. Just as it got highlighted on the background. Yeah, so I'm sort of looking at maybe having the island in two different ways, one with the light on it and one without the light on it. The backlit was really cool. I quite like that. I think that was a really nice shot. But what I could do with now is the sun just to just catch. It's catching the trees right behind the island. Fantastic. If I could just do it now to give me a break and give me another catch on the old island instead of the background, then the background would be dark and the island would be dead bright and it looked really amazing. But we've got some fantastic light. I'm not quite in the best position, but if this is the only shot I get, this will be worth it because it is a peach of a shot. I like the light in the background. I like that one I just said with the light on the side of the mountain and it's coming back across the mountain. And I like the one before it with the island in shade and the sun behind it. So yeah, I like that. So yeah, I've got three. Let me just have a look at the one that I got. Oh, hang on. The one I got with the island with the sun on it. Yeah, she's pretty good. I've got at least 4 shots there. You're going to see them coming up now. Noticed the light catching the side of that tree sticking out there, and the light was catching it in the sky behind it. Was dark and it just looked fantastic, and I was quick, I try and get a shot. And what I did because I was in the wrong orientation, I shot a three-way panoramic on a 1, 2, 3, you know, downwards, and I don't know whether it's going to work, but it was just a quick panic shot. If it does work, I'm going to put it up on the screen, but now I've got the shot set up and I'm just waiting for some light really to actually hit it. If I wait long enough, it's going to happen because the light is on and off, but every so often when I stop like this, I just get this lull, and it could be ages now until I get this next lot of light. And I've not actually got down this path, and I want to walk down the path to see what I'm missing. That's really what I want to do. But this tree is beautiful, and the shoreline on the far side as well with the light catching it is gorgeous. It's just absolutely stunning. These colours are beautiful, really, really beautiful. As I wanted to stay in that little location waiting for the light, I decided to move along. I shot a panoramic as well off the shoreline, but I'm just enjoying walking along this carpet, an absolute carpet of orange. Look at it, as far as you can see, it's just a carpet of orange. It's stunning, but I cannot work out how to get a photograph of it at all. But it's an absolute beauty. What a beautiful colour. Right, I'm back on the path. That sea of colour is down behind me. I did take a couple of pictures of it. I'm sure you've seen them. There's a boathouse down there as well. Can't really get a shot of it. I'm just going to make my way along this path a little bit further because I just want to see if there's anything up here. And you can hear the road. The road is literally next to that wall. So this is definitely a roadside location. The light is sort of gone in a bit now. It's gone very grey, very dark. There you can see the boathouse down there. You see the roof down there? That's the boathouse. It's got some lovely colours on the roof as well, but I can't see how you get to it to get a shot. I think it's literally a boat to get to it. Never mind. Right, back at another car park. Look at this in front of me there. Another car parked on the side of the road, so very, very easy locations to get to. Very, very easy. So I'm going to walk down the other side, see if there's any colour down here. If not, I'm going to walk back to the van. So the rain's come in now, pretty thick and heavy. I'm just going to take my last opportunity to get the last couple of photographs because the light's really nice on this little island out here, and I think I'll be silly not to try and catch it. It's not the best of images, it's silhouetted, but nevertheless I like it. It's got a really nice feel about it. Unfortunately, the tree is just clipping the top of the hillside, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And back down here, the mood and atmosphere with this little island is just astonishing. I can't actually shoot it because of the trees are there, which is an absolute shame. Maybe a bit of a recession image, I can probably try and get something like that. It's come over really thick now. I think this is in for quite some time, so I'm going to pack up and head back to the van, I think. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with it. Oh, I like the trees in the top of it as well. Let's get those trees hanging down. They sort of frame it quite nicely. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please give us that thumbs up. Check out my Patreon as well. If you want to become a Patreon and become a family follower, it is the best place to do it. I will keep you up to date all the time. Look at this tree going on behind me. I've got a tree growing out the side of my head. Yeah, that's the best way to stay in touch. I've put out these locations as and where and when I am on my Patreon, so please do check that one out. It's really appreciated, and thank you to all my family followers. I'm going to go back to the van now. Time for coffee. In fact, I've carried coffee all with me. It's on the side. Time for coffee. I'm going to make a fresh one and head on back down. See you soon. Ciao for now, and don't ask me what the next video is going to be about. I've got no idea. Ta-da.